Here's a challenge from my recent recent holiday in the Chichester Harbour area. The whole thing is Chichester Harbour. It goes all the way to Portsmouth, or to at least to Hayling Island. We've got Bosham Church in the distance here, looking from the shore around Chidden, where I did that old barn. We've got a lot of grass, marsh grass here, a lot of seaweedy type stuff, really light blue-green there, and the incoming tide there. This is low tide. This will all be covered at high tide. So Bosham, we've got lots of trees along the coastline here. So I'm going to invent some stuff over here. We'll put some yacht sails in, just in white. So, now the day was quite a good day actually. So I'll do a blue sky, make it nice and cheerful. So I'll put that to one side where I can work from it. Got to do a bit of making up, a bit of artistic stuff here because it's so far away that the church really is in silhouette. So a bit of fine brushwork on there. So I'll put the background in first, I think, which will be a bluey green. I'll use that brush there. It's a small brush just to put that in. So my palette is mid yellow, lemon yellow, yellow ochre, vermilion, alizarin crimson, ultramarine, burnt sienna, and black, and this phthalo green, very similar to viridian. It mixes great with the black and the red and the yellows. Makes lovely greens, but don't even use it on its own. So I'll go straight in with the background. So a bit of phthalo, and a bit of blue, I think, in there, a bit of yellow, a bit of red, more blue, a bit of white. Just a sort of a mid sort of green. Just whatever I put down, I'm going to change. So I'm pasting just a piece of Canson watercolour paper. Nothing elaborate, just quite a smooth paper. We'll just color this all the way along here. I will modify all this, put the lights in over the top. I just want to get some paint on there. I was asked about these brushes here. What were they? I got them for watercolour painting. I've used them before. I used them for acrylic, and they are made for acrylic, but they're good for watercolours to get some straight edges if you want. These are Dale Rowney System 3 short flats. That's a short flat. That's a long flat, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. Oh, look! I forgot to come up. This is a problem now. I get carried away and I forget to bring you out. So that's but you thought, oh no, Dave said it again. He's going to leave us looking at his palette and miss all the painting. Well, just loose off my camera a little bit. Hope it doesn't fall back. Right, okay, so we've got everything there now. Right, off we go. So let's get this. I'll have to put blue over this. This is going to be, it's too close. Let's add a bit of white in there. But we want some solid stuff. I don't want it all airy fairy. I'm going to bring the sky over a lot of this. So we're going off into the blue yonder. Sort of a blue, grey, green, got a bit of distance, so I can put lights on there. I need to get some different heights, and you don't want all your trees the same. I'm making a lot of this up as we go along. Right, okay. So let's put in a bit of water now. So a bit of grey, a bit of blue, bit of touch of black, bit of white. It's quite light. So let's just to remind us that we've got some water in here. This is only very loosely. I'm not using any medium, just other than water. Just check it across. As you expand, just with the water, just reclip it, keep it as fat as possible. Went out this morning on the bike ride and the photos I took were a little bit into the sun and just a little bit overexposed, so I chose not to do one. I've got better versions of my river wandle. Sort of gets narrow up here and some bits of water showing here and there. Bits. Right, let's put in some. This is just under painting. I felt some water come in on my head just then. So we've got a nice sort of lemony sort of colour for a bit of ochre in there, I think, in that mix. Quick as I can. We'll thicken up as we get into the painting. I think I had the colour right before. Probably a bit better. So it's just a liberal cover. And that comes up here. And we can put some bits of tide. And then we've got right, we've got to mix up a dark green now, so a bit of black with the phthalo and a lot of red. Just to get this colour of seaweed. It's a sort of an acidy sort of green. I don't usually start off quite so thin as this. And I'm using a brush that's really too small for this. But when I go with my heavier brushes, my thicker brushes, which are just worn out, cheap Chinese hog's hair flats. Lots of this coming across here. Don't try and paint everything exact. One, it will take too long, and two, it will look very stilted. Won't look very nice. Let's put a little bit of warm in here. Some rocky shore, sandy stuff. So just remember, this is just underpainting. But that I'm mixing some lemon yellow with some bit of phthalo, a bit of red. I want a warmish dark green. Texturing we'll save for later. Just feeling my way at the moment, finding for a sort of a breakthrough. Now, got a bit of yellow going everywhere here. It's dragged into. Ow. And a little lighter green. Just. Right, okay. Let's. I'll just put in a church. Now, I think the roof, as I remember, is a sort of a shingle roof, and it flares at the base. But I'm just going to put it in a sort of a neutral grey. A warm sort of colour. Right, just put a bit of I'll just get that flare there. Probably a bit big, but a bit wide. Right, let's go in with the real stuff now. Let's go in with the sky. So I'll just clean off the palette, so in the middle. So I'll show you. I'm just going to clean all this out there. Okay. Right, find a good sky brush. So a blue sky, load of white. I'll just clean that white off in the corner and just put some fresh, untainted colour. Right, there we go. You do need much more white than anything else. So I'll mix it up, nice blue, bit of red. Like I said, I scrub away a lot, but what you have to do. Nice luminous sky. This is only the roughing up. Stage where you're looking for a way to go, and you come to a stage in every painting when the painting seems to go away from you. Change the colours a bit. As you come to the horizon, it gets lighter. You can put any amount of clouds, bit of sienna in there, bit of red, just a nice bit of warm. Yeah, I put the church in, taking it out, but it's losing and finding. Lost and found. And we can thicken up a bit with that, because it dries very quickly. Right, let's put some more blue over that top now. Just a bit darker. Oh, that's a bit purple, that. It's okay. Maybe your darkest blue is above your head, it's on the zenith. We'll invent some clouds to go in this. I like this stage of a painting. When you're neither here nor there, you're boxing, you're sparring with it. It's a good analogy. Right, let's just get a bit of that in now. I'll use this big Chinese brush here. So these didn't come from art shops, they came from DIY places, supermarkets, Home Depot. Right, let's get this lovely yellowy bit here. Let's put some colour there. Sort of, yeah, there's a bit more green than that. It needs to be lighter than that, here and there. Okay, let's have a go at this dark green now. In the foreground. It's like a sort of an acid sort of ground. It's sort of a chromium green, which I haven't got. Ochre in there. Just cover the ground here with these are just the dark patches of grasses, weeds. I'm just mixing all sorts of dark ochre greens here. Just sort of go in here. I always try to use the biggest brush I can get away with. this will help the lights look lighter when I go back with the lights. And we've got some nice clumps of dark here and there. I'm putting those in sort of a black. Just little bits here, that's the shadows more than anything. The darks here. Oops. Well, I see dark, I'm just putting it in, but only approximately. Right, we'll go back with the light green, because it's going a bit uphill there, so I'm going to try and change that. Let's get my nice green, more lemon yellow, a lot of white, and a bit of that phthalo. Coming on. What we've got is the two very close tones here. We've got the light blue of the water, and we've got the light yellow, yellowy green of this. Lots of boats on there. I'm going to paint that. That needs to be much lighter in there. So something's happening. Something's beginning to happen. See, don't panic when it doesn't go right. Just work away. Go to another area. So I'm going to go back on the sky now. I'm going to just make that overhead a little bit more blue. But you don't really want to do flat blues. You want to just make it a bit slightly different here and there. Look, just some lighter bits of cloud. Just floating across the sky. A bit of go abandon here. And we're trying to put the the background back. Be quite interesting. See, nice little warm ochre on the horizon, but don't really dark. Let's just get this little bit of light on there, these clouds. And a bit of shadow, a bit of red. I just mixed a bit of vermilion with the ultramarine sky colour, just to do these shadows. Oh, just go very gentle sort of sky. Then we can put some lighter clouds on that horizon, just above the horizon. Just a bit of ochre. a bit white, more white than that. Nice and warm. Oh dear, that's too red. Sorry, no. I picked up too much red. I was just going to mix a tiny bit of red with my ochre just to warm my clouds. Look, just wispy. A nice bit warm. Okay, I'm going to let that go for a moment. I'm quite happy with that. Right, I want to do that water now along here. Same tone but different colour. Same value as the white, as the green. Come over the edges. Don't do any hard edges on this. Okay, a bit lighter even, but not pure white. It's going to have a bit of colour in it. We've got some other bits of coming in here. There are some bits of water in here. Bits here. Okay. And we could probably put a little bit of dark on some of this in here. I know I'm sitting quite close to the painting. I'm not one for standing at arm's length. For me, that would cause disaster. Right, I'll treat it a little bit and just put a demarcation, some grasses just at the shoreline there. Brush. It's still not light enough in that water here. It's just hardly subtle, is it? You'd have a job doing this in oil, wouldn't you? That'll do. Right, now we're going to do the nice bluey . Just get the darker bits here. There's a bit of, it's not, well there's a bit of beach really, with the low tide, very shingly. So we've got beautiful houses along here. We walked down the path there. We one day we walked around Chidham. This is an inlet. We walked around Chidham, came back to the main road, which is here, caught the bus into Chichester, and another day we got off the bus here and walked this way into Bosham. I mean, it was about a mile or so from the road. Absolutely gorgeous road, gorgeous area. Oh, there we go, more blue. And as we go off into the yonder, we'll reduce the tones of this. There's not a lot of interest in, but I'll put some boats in. Let's get a nice bit of blue in there. Okay, so right, put a few darks in there now, darkish green. I'll give some texture in here. Okay, I'll put in a bit of raw sienna, burnt sienna should I say, a bit of ochre to show this bank along here. And there's little bits of building you can see along here. Just show them. Now, and we'll put in a bit of a shoreline of a nondescript with a colour. When I go over the edges I can go back, that's my shore. Those and those are boats. Yeah, but I just want to restate this along here. Right, go back to the church. Make sure you clean your brushes very thoroughly because they will go hard otherwise. Okay, so let's go. Right, just go back into the sky. Right, now then, we don't want to make a portrait of it. I'll just come across here with a silhouette there. And then there are some darkish green bits of tree in front of this. Right, and we'll put a bit of go back with a bit of dark. There's something going on in here and I don't know what it is. So I'm just putting in lights and things. Now all along here we've got lots of tiny little boats. Loads and loads of all the way along here. It is a harbour. Bosham Quay, Bosham Yacht Club, which is around here somewhere. And this really is a gorgeous boating paradise, small boat paradise. Oh, just indicating a lot of stuff going on all the way along here. And we'll put some light on the roofs and things. The buildings all around here, but you need to be pretty wealthy to live here. Right, even more boats. Then we'll go back and do some more work on that foreground. Let's do the old favourite. Just flicks of interest. One of my subscribers lives here. And there's a house, I won't name it, on your way into Bosham, a really large house near the pub, which I did as commission for a friend whose brother owns it. Oh, that's better. See, when you're not sure of something, it's not going too well, just move away from it. These are probably a bit too high, so we'll just reduce the heights of some of them. I'll just soften the tops here, put some air back. I never used to paint down to the horizon. I used to do the sky and then superimpose, but it seems to have a much better impact. So we're all learning. The trouble with doing acrylics, they take a lot longer than the watercolours. But I'm really enjoying doing these. Probably as my first love is the opaque medium, be it oil or acrylic. I love acrylic because it dries very quickly. It's great for that. Put a bit of warm in there. Put some of these little horizon clouds in, going across here. Right, okay, let's do some work on that foreground. There's absolutely no detail, I mean, there's no sort of wrecks or anything, there's a few pebbly stones which we'll put in. I'll use a flat brush for that. And they're just a sort of an ochre grey. So a shortcut to that, put a bit of black in. And white there. And some shadow. Right, that's it. Right, get the big brush, and with a bit of texture. But I don't know, I quite like that. That's ochre, phthalo, and that'll be the lights. Just tone this down a little bit. I can't see any lighter bits of other than what I was doing here with these bits of rock, so let's put those in. Like a bit of a pathway through there. Well, I'll shine it and we'll put in an amount. I haven't used any medium with this at all. Well, we can have a couple of birds, I suppose. Bit stagey, but never mind. Right, let's put that on there. I'll show you, that's what we've been doing, or a bit of it. Let's come a bit closer for you. No, the light's shining on too much. I think the blue mount, we've only got two and they're all both not particularly great state. Let's get that right. Right, but I don't reckon that's too bad. Let's bring you close to it. Okay, zoom. Right, let's go into the clouds. See, very subtle. I think when you start doing clouds, you tend to do them too wide and too obvious, rather than with some sort of ethereal sort of value to them. You look up at the sky, there might be different, well, if you want to do them clearly defined, but the thing is, if they're too clear and too obvious and stuck on, they look stilted, they don't look quite right. That's all I'm really saying. Right, can I get that? Oh, that's better. So that's my silhouetted church. There's all the little boats, and the reedy, grassy, seaweedy foreground. I'm reasonably pleased with that. I don't see anything too wrong with it. I certainly enjoyed doing it. How's that? Any better? Right, we'll let that go. Thanks for watching. So that is Chichester Harbour, or looking towards Bosham Quay. No details in the photograph, so I haven't tried to put it in. But good fun to do. Have a go yourself. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.